Okay. Hey, Desiree, you want to tell everybody who you are and how you're related?
Hey, yeah. So, Barry Ramey's fiancé. You would have heard him speak of me as Osprey Sensei. And we're on the other side of a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for letting me call in.
Well, we appreciate you calling in and giving us some information because we should talk about, but it's your information to impart. So we're doing pretty good out here. We are a little cold.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting a little bit like windy out there and stuff, and so I'm surprised because I'm in Florida, so I don't know nothing about that.
That's okay. We still love you.
We're
thanks. Jealous, but we still love you.
Yeah, well, I went up there to go. I wasn't in DC, but I went up to Petersburg to visit Barry, and I actually saw snow for the first time in my life.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty awesome, that part of it anyways, and getting to see Barry at the time. Yeah, so just speaking from my perspective, on what's going on with Barry, I think some people have heard some things, and I want to be clear that what's going on is not the FCI Miami prison. They've been very good to Barry. This is the BOP. And they've got some weird stuff that I didn't realize was going on. So they've got Barry on some counter-terrorism list, even though he doesn't have terrorism charges. And they're claiming that this vigil that you guys have is in earshot of the other inmates that are over there at the DC jail. But from what I understand is that you guys only have that permit there because they moved those guys. They can't see you, they can't hear you. Isn't that right?
Well, I think they could never hear us unless they were on the phone with us because, they're across the graveyard. But they could see our lights and our flags through their little slits in their window. But they were in no way ever able to hear us.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So they got this weird claim going on there, and then they also have this this whole lie that they made up as part of the beginning of this situation with Barry, where they were claiming that he threatened an FBI agent, and that's what all the news stories said. There was a lie to begin with, and it appears on his PSR, which is what the disciplinary people would have read in their in-house trial, and that whole charge was dropped due to exonerating evidence that the DOJ sat on literally till the 11th hour before his sentencing. They sat on it, they influenced the judge for over a year, and then all this information sits on his paperwork and he's not even guilty of it. So, I guess I didn't really mention what's going on with him now. They've taken his rights to phone calls, emails, and visitation away because they're claiming that he didn't have permission to call into the vigil the last time when he did have permission to call in, and he is appealing it now. So it's a weird situation, but I think that they're just trying to come from an odd angle. And I think that if I was to say anything to the listeners out there, Mark Rubio's office in Orlando is somewhere they can call and ask for constituent services, and make them aware of what's going on with Barry and being this false claim that he didn't have permission, and then they take him through this whole in-house trial and say he's guilty when he did have permission. They take everything away from him. They put him in the SHU for a couple days, but then they took him out because they talked to the guy who gave him permission. He said, yeah, I gave him permission.
But he had some good time taken away from him too. That's correct.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I think it's 27 days.
So
Good
too.
time.
That's what we heard. And so you say Mark Rubio is your representative?
Yeah, the Orlando office. They can call 407-254-2573 and ask for constituent services. And I think that's the only line of action that could be taken right now, just to create the awareness of why is he on a terrorism list, when a counterterrorism list, when he doesn't have terrorism charges. Why are they treating him this way?
It's a good question. We should ask Mark Rubio. You want to give that number one more time, Desiree?
Sure. It's 407-254-2573.
And that's constituent services at Marco Rubio's.
Correct. Yes.
Just making sure everybody can hear. It's kind of windy out here.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing that information with us, and hopefully some of our people can call Marco Rubio's office and let him know what's going on with Barry right now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, you guys have a great night. I really appreciate everything that you do. We all, our entire family, lots of people appreciate everything you guys are doing. You just relentless every day, and I just God bless you. Thank you for being here for everybody. It means so much.
Thank you, Desiree. I appreciate that. We'll talk to you soon. Take care and tell God to say give a message to somebody who knows we were thinking about it, but I don't know if we can do that. But we are. We're thinking about all of them. So God bless
Thank you. God bless. Good night.
Thanks, Desiree. Thank you, Desiree.